a dominant showing under the lights for Giants edge rusher Kayvon Thibodeaux, and we are going to dive in and look at how dominant it truly was in the film room. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Jake Shavink here, and for some reason, Kayvon Thibodeaux took a little bit of a dive in the 2022 NFL Draft. Still went top 5, but fell due to some weird character concerns teams had that he had other interests outside of football. Very, very strange. But Joe Schoen and Brian Daboll are thankful for that. And Thibodeaux really probably had the best game of any rookie so far in the 2022 NFL season against the Washington Commanders. And we're going to take a look. And it was truly just dominant top to bottom, 12 tackles. And a number that even surprised Thibodeaux himself. A few tackles for loss. Obviously the sack, the forced fumble, the fumble recovery, and a touchdown. So let's go into the film room and look at Kayvon Thibodeaux's performance. All right, guys, here in the film room with Kayvon Thibodeaux. A lot of great stuff to get through here, from hustle plays to chase downs to pursuits to creating pressure as a pass rusher. It all starts here early in the game. Got a couple in the backfield here. Going to kind of run what looks like a little bit of counter here. He got a couple pulling offensive linemen. Thibodeaux initially hesitant, surfing a little bit here just to make sure he sees where the ball is going here. A little bit of read option off of this counter play. And again, Thibodeaux decision made as soon as he sees Samuel get it. There's some help here from some of the guys who are taking on the pullers, but he's able to help chase this thing down and make a tackle for a loss. Here we are. Thibodeaux again here engages with a little split zone flow here. Guy in motion, taking on Norwell the guard. Great job keeping a hand free here and just to really stack and almost shed. Robinson got a little bit after contact there, but Thibodeaux is there to make the play. Again, this is a simple concept, and I'll wind it just a little bit here. What you're going to get is motion to kind of sell this. All right, we're getting this toss play to Gibbs, so we're getting everybody outside. We're going to get a blocker leading his way, when rather we're getting Samuel on this movement here out of the snap to give him the ball going the opposite direction. So we're creating some conflict. You can see kind of communication back here. Thibodeaux's here, just drives on the football, driving towards Heineke, and ends up in the lap of Curtis Samuel, another tackle for loss. Thibodeaux on this side of the screen now. And you'll see him engage Logan Thomas here. Again, we're coming on a reverse with Samuel, and really the power that he can generate. So look at how low man wins here. Leverage win for him. Drives Thomas back and knocks Samuel backwards. And for good measure, gets off the block and chases him down for a minimal gain. What a big-time play there for Thibodeaux. He was all over it this evening. Again, read option here. Simple look. You got to surf. He's surfing here, so he's able to either get downhill and get to the running back, and he's able to stick with Heineke should Heineke tuck it himself. Gives it to Robinson. It's an easy TFL for Thibodeaux. The closing speed that he has is impressive. Now, the coup de grace, really. Thibodeaux, the sack, fumble recovery, and the touchdown all in one. What you're going to get, again, engages well at the contact point against Leno here. What he does do is he gets that right arm on the outside bit of the shoulder pad of Leno, and you can see Leno's already off balance here after that initial stun by Thibodeaux at contact point. But what he does is, look at there, there's the club. Now, Leno has nothing, no leverage, nothing. And what Thibodeaux does, look at that, gets that inside arm, that left arm over Leno trying to recover, dip, flatten your angle, and finish with some serious explosiveness. Great job knocking the ball out and the athleticism to go get it and finish and score. Completely flipped the momentum of this game. Another rep here of him rushing the passer. This is a little more slow burn, and you could see him trying to, again, gain leverage outside here so he can rip underneath with that long arm. He's trying to rip. Not the best rep. Leno kind of hangs on enough against him, and there's pressure everywhere else in Heineke's lap, but he does eventually kind of almost get back there. Again, maybe not his best rep of the night, but wanted to show you again. He's consistently working different moves as a pass rusher. Okay, similar type of play here. We're engaged with John Bates, the tight end. He's going to kind of take him for a ride. He's going to kind of leverage outside here so we can turn this play back in where he's got more help. And he's able to help get off that block. And he's in there to help on the tackle for another minimal gain. Here's a really good one too. And a lot of people should like this. Thibodeaux, wide 9 alignment here. You're going to get a boot by Heineke. And what you're going to see is Thibodeaux's biting on this run. Now, Heineke's got all the room in the world because, again, all these guys bit hard on the run action here. But Thibodeaux doesn't give up. This is the hustle. This is the motor that you want to see consistently running hot, and he does. And this is a chase down. Lineman out there can't get him, and look at him chase this down and make a pretty darn good tackle. Physical player, of course. Bottom of your screen now, we're here, again, against a tight end. What we want to get is, again, there's a lot of action going on here with Dotson and everybody pre-snap with a lot of motion. De'Ami Brown's coming down here to help lead the charge. Staying engaged, you see him, look at that, sitting and leveraging outside once again to turn Robinson back inside to all of this help he has. But then he's going to even make it more difficult. He's kind of trying to leverage back inside, working back outside. And again, stay strong at the point of attack. Nice extension. And Robinson just has nowhere to go. And he carries him out of bounds for good measure. Okay, one of the better pass rush reps you'll see from Thibodeaux's night against Leno here. We went to this a little bit earlier in the game. Spin move that didn't work, but here we go. Flexibility gets low. Two-hand punch by Leno, no dice. And he's able to gain ground with that arm. Okay, we're going to go back really quick. I want to see this right here. This arm is clearing him out. It's clearing him out so he can't gain leverage here. He's got enough space. And if the ball is out lightning quick from Heineke, that is another sack for Thibodeaux on the night. Okay, up here, we are dropping into coverage. Thibodeaux did this quite a bit, actually, in the game, believe it or not. Probably off the top of my head, maybe 4 to 6 reps of him truly dropping into coverage like this. This was his best, obviously, here. Corners taking this inside, or the perimeter receiver here running the spot route. Thibodeaux's got to take the tight end to the corner here, and he does a good job. Now, if we back it up, so you guys are watching here, watch Heineke now. Since you know Thibodeaux's back here, Heineke's got to break the pocket. There's a lot of pressure. And so we got to stick with the receiver. A couple of receivers here helping him out. Heineke has a chance to score to cut this to a 2-point game, potentially go for 2, tie this game up late in the fourth quarter. No, Thibodeaux peels off his man and says, yeah, I've got the motor. I've got the athleticism to close. I'm going to beat Heineke to the pylon, and he does. Heineke does not score. Thibodeaux lets him know about it. This kept Washington out of the end zone. Yes, there were questionable calls after that, but saves the touchdown. This play didn't count because of McLaurin. Weird scenario with him lining up. But you'll see Thibodeaux point of attack, engages tight end here, and just drives him into the ground. There's no tripping here. He didn't trip over a lineman's foot. Not at all. This is just straight up bull rush power here at the point of attack. Drive him back into the ground. Robinson did score here, but again, you see how hard he is to defend at the point of attack. So, Kayvon Thibodeaux, what we learned from this game, I don't think we really learned necessarily anything in terms of what we thought of him as a prospect, right? Because he was always fantastic. A lot of people's number 1 overall player. Like I said, consensus really was top 2. Not really anybody had him outside of that. Like, you just see all the traits there. The first step explosiveness. The power at contact point as a rusher. The ability to sit and leverage against the run. He was a very good run defender in college as well. But you see him stringing different moves. He often tried, as many young edge rushers do, just run through guys. Convert that explosion to power, drive guys back. You're just better than them. But you saw him go to different moves. You saw him be able to club and get that arm over. You saw him the spin move. You saw him be able to dip and rip to get flatten and get to the quarterback. He's able to win with different moves, and that's what makes Thibodeaux so dangerous and why the Giants really have hit the home run here, getting him at pick 5, even though it doesn't sound like, oh, it's some crazy thing. They got him at pick 5. He was the 3rd edge rusher taken. He should have been the 1st. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video on Kayvon Thibodeaux. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch him down the stretch and potentially in the playoffs, as the Giants really stamped their probability to be very high to get into the postseason. So, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Throw a like down there, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Farewell.